But we responded really well, and I think it's a case of you're playing against the side with the youngest manager in the Conference League, pretty much the youngest squad. Most of these players are kind of 18, 19, 20-year-olds, all of the Brazilian lads. And they're all obviously good players, and I think we'll probably see a lot more of a lot of them actually. But I think you could kind of tell the kind of match experience coming through for Palace, because we came close multiple times before we actually regained the lead through Daichi Kamada, who I thought was absolutely flawless yesterday. It's one of the best individual performances I've seen from a Palace player, probably since Daichi Kamada at some point last season. I feel like whenever he has an elite game and he's at his best, he is at a level that we don't really see very often. What did you make of Daichi's performance? And just tell me your thoughts on his goal as well.
Well, his goal was really well taken, wasn't it? And I used to make a comment quite often when we went through that period of not really scoring. We were crying out for a goal-scoring midfielder, someone like a Conor Gallagher type character. And Kamada pops up with these important goals. He doesn't score that often, but when he does, it's important. He took it really, really well. If you looked at kind of the stats on who our goal scorers are, Wharton still never scored a goal for Palace, which amazes me. And I thought he was going to get it early on in that first half. But no, big fan of Kamada last night. I think it was a game that very much suited him in the way that he can progress the ball. I might be wrong, but it was his ball for Strand Larsen's goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Which was a perfect pass. Still gave Strand Larsen some bits to do, but that was well taken. Super impressive, Kamada. And I would really like to hope that if we do win this Conference League, will he maybe give us another year, or is he maybe just going to follow wherever Glasner goes? It's a big hole to fill, though, if he does go.
No, completely agree. And I said the same on my Twitter last night. Like, is there any world we can convince him to stay? Because I absolutely adore him. I think he's fantastic. I think he's a very underrated part of the team. Obviously got caught quite a lot of slack when he first joined, and I think that was kind of well deserved. He wasn't very good, but he then kind of really bought into it, and I think he was brilliant. He was crucial in the FA Cup win, and the whole run up to that trophy. I mean, his performance in the final was fantastic as well. Just quickly as well, you mentioned there about goal scoring midfielders. That's actually, I'm pretty sure, I'm happy to be corrected if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the first goal a single one of our central midfielders has scored this season in any competition. Which is
wow. Was that Kamada's first goal this season?
Yeah, it was his first this season. I think it's been it's been all season, because I think I made a post about it where basically the issue was that none of our midfielders were ever stepping up with kind of big performances when we needed them. Kamada did that yesterday. I thought, like you said, fantastic. Just kept the ball ticking over so well. And I actually think that him and Wharton, I think on the face of it, when you see, especially in the first half, Shakhtar attacking that much, you maybe don't appreciate quite how hard the two midfielders are working, because they covered a lot of ground in that game. And you could tell Wharton's into afterwards. He looked absolutely knackered. But yeah, we of course did go and then score a third goal, which, I mean, it's just the perfect scenario. Me and Luke were saying that you go to Shakhtar, you go to Poland, and you want to come away with a win or a narrow win or a draw, and it gives you your kind of springboard to kind of bring back to Selhurst and build off. But to go out and win 3-1, exactly like we did against Fiorentina, give yourself that kind of big cushion, and that it just really sets you up for that second leg, especially with it being at home now, because like Shakhtar sold out their allocation, I think, in like an hour or 45 minutes or something. Sellers Park sold out. I'm going to be there, can't wait, and the atmosphere will be amazing, but we have the advantage at home. But so before we talk about that game, we'll talk about Strand Larsen's goal. Like you said, unbelievable pass from Kamada, really nice feint as well to just completely send the midfielder, his opponent, to the shops, and the finish is fantastic. But